welcome to EVE Online. I'm Major Freak. Over a decade ago, when I was at an old computer and running multiple clients, my audio would crackle, and I couldn't understand why. I ended up having to fiddle around with the audio options, and I discovered after trial and error that it was the music. I think
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking request accepted. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. active.
In the most recent version of Audition, there is a new effect called the Click Pop Eliminator. We're going to work on that effect in this lesson. We're also going to work with a declicker, which is both an effect and a diagnostic tool. We're going to start with noises speech. These are the Gettysburg Address segments that I recorded, and put some noise in there with the recordings. We're going to In the most recent version of Audition, there is a new effect called the Click Pop Eliminator. We're going to work on that effect in this lesson. We're also going to work with a declicker, which is both an effect and a diagnostic tool. We're going to start with noises speech. These are the Gettysburg Address segments that I recorded, and put some noise in there with the recordings. We're going to focus on this one here where I've got a vinyl record in the background, the kind of thing that you want to use the declicker and the Click Pop Eliminator on. Here we go, like this. Fourscore. We want to somehow get rid of that vinyl record static there and the clicks and pops. So we're going to start off by using the declicker. So I'm going to select this area here just to kind of focus our attention on that. I'm going to zoom in on it by right-clicking here, dragging it across, zoom in on that section. Now I want to use the declicker. I'm going to go to Effects. Under Effects, you've got a Diagnostic section, and there are 4 things there, one of which is the declicker. I'm not going to click on it just yet because I want to show you one other way here. Down under Noise Reduction Restoration, there's an automatic click remover. If you open that up, you see this controller here, Threshold and Complexity. Remember that because that is the controller for the declicker. I'll close that down. And now we'll find the declicker in kind of the normal way because it's a diagnostic tool. You open up the Diagnostics panel, and to access a panel that you don't see here, you go to Window. That's where you find the panels, and there's the Diagnostics panel. Opens up the panel here. And in this drop-down list, there are those 4 effects you saw moments ago here inside the effects group. It's a little confusing that they're in 2 different places, but there you go. All right, so let's go back over here. The drop-down list has these 4 effects. Don't confuse the declicker and the declipper. The declipper deals with clipped audio. That is audio that's recorded too loudly, and the top and the bottom of the waveform have been cut off. But we're dealing with the declicker here, so just focus on that. You can choose some presets. We're going to go with the default. The presets adjust just these 2 settings here, threshold and complexity. Right now they're set here under default, which is kind of a mid-range. If I change it to heavy, you'll see these guys slide around. See this number goes down. The lower the number, the more things it finds. Complexity is that it sort of widens the scope of its search. So heavy means that you find many things that are wrong. Default kind of lightens that load, so we'll go to default here. Once you choose your settings, then you just scan it. Now it's going to scan this clip here. Click on Scan. And it immediately finds 155 problems. Those problems presumably are these little bits of static there and little clicks. And it would be nice if you just repair these guys and they all go away. But they won't, I'm afraid. But we'll give it the old college try. There's a little button over here that says Repair All. You can repair them one at a time, or you can repair all. If you select one of them, it moves the current time indicator to that one. And if you click on this little magnifying glass, it zooms in on it. But I'm here to tell you I don't really see any problem there. Nevertheless, I'm going to zoom back out again and reselect this whole zone there, just in case we work on the whole thing later. So now I've got these guys selected. Click on Repair All, and look at the differences there. Do you see a difference? I'm going to look at this thing again. I'm going to undo that and redo that. So I'm going to do Control or Command Z to undo that. And you do see that some go away there. I'm going to repair all again, and watch right here. You will see some of those clicks go away. Repair all, and it got rid of a few of them, but certainly not all of them. Let's listen to it here and see what it sounds like.
Fourscore.
Full of static. How about here? Still got quite a few little clicks there, but the static is present and still quite a few clicks. Let's scan it again. Just click on scan. Does the same thing. Now there are 77 problems, so it really didn't get rid of all of them, right? But it did kind of reduce their magnitude. So we'll repair all of them again. It's getting a little bit better each time, but you still see plenty of clicks there. You can see the little vertical lines are indicating some kind of a click there. You still see the static, all those little sort of noisy looking things there. We can do this a few more times. Let's just up the ante here to heavy reduction. Now let's scan it. And it finds 500 problems, 499. Wow, really? Let's click on repair all. And, you know, hardly any difference though. Let's play it and see what it sounds like.
7 years ago.
Not really something that's going to make much difference. So you wouldn't want to rely on the declicker to get rid of all that static and all those clicks. I'm going to do Control or Command Z a few times here to go back to the starting point. You'll be able to tell we're back at the starting point when that asterisk goes away, because that tells you haven't changed anything. So 1, 2, 3, there we are. We're back to the starting point now. Let's try the Click Pop Eliminator with this part of the file. You find that under Effects, Noise Reduction. Here's the Click Pop Eliminator. It's a new effect in the latest version of Audition. It has some presets as well and a whole lot of controls here, not all of which I will explain, but let's talk about a few of them. Let's start off by looking at a preset. We've got constant hiss and crackle, right? Let's choose that preset. Now when we opened up the Click Pop Eliminator, you notice we changed views here to the preview editor. It does that because my preferences are set such that any effect that changes the duration of a clip will open up the preview editor. But in fact, the Click Pop Eliminator does not change the duration of a clip. So let's just take a look at the before and the after here. Here's the before, there's the after. So it looks like it's having some effect here. It does seem to be removing some of the stuff. Let's just play this and see what it sounds like.
Our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation.
So it does remove quite a bit of those clicks and some of that static, but it does change the quality of the audio, as you can hear there. Let's apply it once here like this. It takes a while to do it. All right, let's just play this now.
7 years ago.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but let's try it again. Go back to Effects, Noise Reduction Restoration, and Click Pop. Switches back to the preview editor again. It's using this preset. Let's try a different preset. We'll go to Old Record with Quiet Audio and see how that goes. It's now doing the little preview here again. Looks like it didn't make much difference this time. Let's up the ante here by saying Find More and Fix More. Let's try that and see what it sounds like.
Our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation.
So it does get rid of a lot of them. So I'll click Apply. And now I think our work is done. To get rid of the rest of this stuff, we probably want to use the noise reduction effect. So I'm going to quickly do that. Just going to select this area here, go to Effects, Noise Reduction, go to Noise Reduction Process, click on the Capture Noise Print, like so. And we'll just select this part of the clip there, like so. We'll see what that sounds like.
7 years ago. Our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation.
So it's obviously taking care of all the static now. We probably want to knock it down a little bit because it's so dramatic the way it affects the audio.
7 years ago.
I really can't get rid of the stuff over the voice that well. So it's working reasonably well, but the audio quality really is affected. Let's try this on music and see what that's like. Go to the music file. Do the same routine here. We've got this guy selected already because of where the position was of the time selection tool, like so. This time let's do the noise reduction first and then do the Click Pop Eliminator. So I'm going to go over here and select just this part right there at the end where I don't see any clicks. I just see static. And we'll have that be the noise print. Go to Effects, Noise Reduction, Noise Reduction. Click on that to get the noise print. Let's select the whole segment here. And let's test that out, see what it sounds like. So I can see there's still a little bit of static, but not much. We get to the end here. That sounds like almost silent there. So we don't really need that to be quite so strong, but that's the way to get started. Try that again. Alright, so I'm going to click Apply. Let's take a look at it now. So pretty good. Some clicks and pops are left though, so let's try the Click Pop Eliminator and see if that makes a difference now. And I have a feeling that the big ones that are left here, the ones that are noisy like this, are not going to be affected by the Click Pop Eliminator. That's something you need to do manually on a per click basis, but we're going to give it a try anyways. Go to Effects, go down here again and go to the Click Pop Eliminator. And let's just have this be the default setting. And we'll give this a try here. We'll see if it makes a difference. Click this little preview. I'm basically hearing the same thing as before. I don't hear any real difference there. I'm hearing it at big clicks like this one right there. They're not being affected at all here. Let's go to Constant Hiss and Crackle. Try that one. Takes a while to do the preview. All right, let's play this now. And it really, really damages the audio. So we'll try one more little thing here. We'll go to Old Record, Quiet Audio, and we'll have it find more things, fix more things, see how that goes. Go back to the beginning. Basically, all in all, it got rid of almost everything here, and I think it just improved the quality just a little bit. The noise reduction did a lot of work, and then the Click Pop Eliminator sort of did the fine-tuning here at the end.
learnradio.com.au.
This Learn Radio how-to video, how to edit in Adobe Audition, could be a lifesaver. Hopefully you never have to use this. Hopefully you never have this problem. But occasionally something goes on, like we've recorded something and there's a terrible crackle or just there's some sound in there which is just mortifyingly unusable. Let me give you an example. This was just a little bit of corruption that came in the recording, and it was through between the sound card and Adobe Audition. And this is what happened. Have a listen to this interview we did for the show. Build a bridge and get over it kind of concept was thrown back at, and it was just
they're no longer laughing along with us.
And you can't, if that lasted for a second or two, and you can deal with it, and your listeners can deal with it. But if you can't put that in your show, in a podcast, in a radio show, you just cannot, because it's just unlistenable. It's just little, it's subtle. You can still hear the words, but every time listening is painful. We're going to flick the channel. We're going to listen to something else. And I thought all this content was lost. I Googled and I Googled and I Googled and I Googled, and I tried to find ways to be able to get this. It was just a matter of knowing the terminology. Here is how to get rid of that. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do, in this particular one, it was right through the whole file. So I'm going to highlight everything, and I'm going to go to my effects, and I'm going to go to diagnostics. And there's two options here. There's the declipper and declicker. Now, this was not about a peaking value. This wasn't about, so clipping is when the levels that you've recorded into, there's a distortion and a popping because it's too loud. Right? But this isn't about clipping. This is a different thing. And I didn't grasp that. I wouldn't have called that a click. I call it a crackle or a distortion or this is why it was struggle. So I'm going to go to declicker. And the first thing I'm going to do is it's got down in the diagnostics box down here under markers, properties, and then over here, diagnostics. I've got it set for presets. You can go heavy reduction, light reduction. I'm just going to go to heavy reduction. This is a pretty significant clicking. And I'm just going to go scan. And what it's going to look through is going to search through this whole file to find things that it defines as a click. And it's going to come back. It's not going to do anything just yet. It's just going to tell me where it thinks the problems are. And if it picks up the problems that I have in here, then it's going to tell me a lot. It's going to have a lot of information, but it's literally going to itemize every little problem. So if it finds 2 problems in there, you'll find 2 tracks come up here. And you can see here, there are thousands. 4,786 of those little clicks that it's picked up, which has given me some hope because it's a lot. I've scanned it. Now, the next thing I want to do is actually want to repair it. Not one at a time, because that'll take me 4,786 minutes or seconds or so. I'm just going to go repair all. And it's going to process all of that. And the first time I did this, I went, oh gosh, is this going to be horrible? Is this going to be terrible? It's going to come back and it's going to be unusable. But let's see what it does. So we've got it on heavy reduction. We've got the declicker. It's picked up 4,700 different moments of clicking. And we're just sitting here. I should play the girl from Ipanema in the background. Do 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 do. Because I mean, it's a, what have we got? A 5-minute 30 file. It's got 4,786 problems it's trying to sort out. This is a fair bit of work to do. The processor for this machine is pretty decent. It's not bottom of the line. Well, it's not hardcore. It should be like, this is not slow. This is just a lot of work I'm asking it to do. And it's almost getting there. I just feel like awkward, like I need to fill the space here. Maybe I should be quiet for the last 25%. Quiet doesn't work on someone like me. Okay, we're almost there. So once it's done this, we're just going to have a listen and see, because quite often one of the problems is if you can get rid of some of this stuff, sometimes it makes it sound really weird. And like the one thing worse than having the click is having a really unnatural morphed sort of weird sound. So let's go. Kind of concept was thrown back at me, and something that I had. You can hear sort of bullying environment. There is a little bit of a muffle, right? You can hear.
Joe, she's an HR specialist. Karen Gately is our guest.
You can hear it there, but notice how much of the crackle is gone. So if you
what is just,
let's just say, for example, you've recorded an interview with Samuel L. Jackson to rip out a Hollywood name, and it's this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you've recorded it, and it's had that crackle, and you go, I cannot use it. I cannot put Samuel L. Jackson to air with that sort of sound into it. If this was Samuel L. Jackson...
And healthy aspect of the Australian workplace culture to have some banter and to be having to feel offended.
and is it on the person to say...
You can put most of this to air. Like, that's at least usable, even if it's not amazing. It depends on what you're using it for.
Build a bridge and get over it.
But most of that is gone. That's a huge difference between that and...
build a bridge and get over it, kind of.
And that. So declicking, if you find there's too much morphing and the sound's gone, you might be able to go, okay, I'm going to do medium reduction and be a little bit softer on it. But just test it out. But that's how you can get rid of some of those crackles from your file. For more how-to tips and videos and lessons on editing and how to be on air and host your own podcast, go to learnradio.com.au.
Alright, I'm fairly excited about this. Let's see if it works. Okay, crossing my fingers here. This would be awesome if I could get rid of those clicks, because it is distracting for sure. Too bad I couldn't use it in game, right? But I swear I don't hear most of those sounds in game, honestly. I mean, if I'm uploading to, well, I hear it in the recording, right? So it's shadow played, NVIDIA's recording it, and I'm not sure if I can use anything else to help it. I'm gonna get my pop filter in place here. So I'm gonna try, and I think I understand how to do it. I don't know how to select all. Declicker, preset scan, settings, and that was the default. We're going to heavy reduction, and we're going to scan. Okay, won't take that long. God, I hope this works. I mean, the other programs just looked like audio only. I wasn't able to save, back to the video format, so that was a shame. And I certainly do not want to spend $40 for a e-licenser right off the bat at my local store. Jesus, right? Pretty bad. And then have it not work at all for video and just be an audio thing, Some of the pricings were insane, like $11,000 for one of them. Wow. And one assumes that won't even allow me to deal with video. I mean, that would just be typical, I tried freaking BitTorrent, but Windows alerted me to a Trojan, so I'm like, yeah, that's typical. I wonder if the audio companies actually send out BitTorrents with viruses just to get people. No, that's just too paranoid. I'm sure they're just making money hand over fist. It's just the trolls doing it. All right, so God, that'd be great if it worked, huh? So where was the preview? Did I just not understand it? Barely. How are we doing here? Do I see any difference? Is this a preview? What am I doing here? Did that eliminate? Whoa, okay. Oh, right, I have to do prepare all. Okay. Right. 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Alright, 2 minutes. Wow, that'd be great if I could see some improvement here. That'd be awesome. I'd get really excited. Hell, I'd even pay Adobe. How much was it? 20, 30 bucks a month? Yeah. That would be amazing. I mean, you guys would not have to hear the clicks anymore. That'd be great. I swear I wasn't hearing it in game. It's gotta be the recording, I mean, if I'm paying 30 bucks a month, I might as well look into better options than NVIDIA Shadowplay or whatever it, like I don't even know if it's called Shadowplay anymore. But yeah, the built-in recorder for NVIDIA, like this sucker, this thing, GeForce Experience thing. I don't think it's called, do I have an about here? No. Pretty sure it's still called Shadowplay. Yeah, if I could find a better thing that doesn't record clicks, I'm all over that. I'll have to pay more attention while I'm playing the game. Like especially mass undocking and mass or just jump animations. I noticed a lot of clicking during that when I was watching the video. So definitely stress test that for sure on different... well, that's in-game, right? So I wouldn't be able to get rid of it. Yeah, just finding a damn solution to this. What? So... okay, so I'm gonna have to... I'll have to open up the video, mute it, and then time it exactly so I get a sync for the audio file. And that shouldn't be too hard because I could just mute it and send it to 0 on both and then hit play on both simultaneously. If it's possible to do that quickly. I should be, right? I'll get more experience doing it. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah. That will have to be... and it would encourage me to actually do post-production, which is, you know... okay, so... did it improve anything? Okay, most of the problems. Okay, so scan. Do that again. And wasn't I supposed to do the noise reduction first, then the declicker? I think so. Yeah, what was it? It was effects and wasn't it noise reduction? Pretty sure it was noise reduction. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Okay. So we're waiting for this to redo the declicking. I'll just make sure I'm looking at the right ones. Yeah, it is. Okay. Scanning, and then we'll fix it. How many will it find this time? Wow, okay. Frick. Well, maybe it's just detecting the same ones? I don't know. We're gonna repair all anyways. Do that twice. Both times heavy reduction. Am I seeing anything? I'm not seeing anything in that wave thing, but I'm yeah, I don't know how to interpret it, so I'm just gonna pretend it's working. Okay. And we'll do noise reduction. God, I hope all this works and not a waste of time. The videos sure make it seem like it's gonna work, but who knows, right? Hiss reduction, click pop eliminator. I want to do the noise reduction, right? Okay. No. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'll just save. Save. Okay. Auto clicks wave. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna save it like that, and yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, too bad. Alright. I kind of suspected I wasn't gonna be able to save it back to the video file, unfortunately. I kind of suspected from all the programs I was looking at. I was like, uh-oh. So let's try. See if this works. No, it was fudging out at really bad at about 28:30, so what the hell is this? I have no idea what that means. Maybe it's whatever. Yes, please. All right. Like 8, what is it? 28:30, right? Okay, so please, 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 please. Oh.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
Okay. All right. So let's open this one. And we'll want to open this with what? Use media player, I guess? Yeah, okay. Alright. Welcome to EVE Online, I'm Major Freak. Over a decade ago, when I was at an old computer and running multiple clients, my audio would crackle. And I couldn't understand why. I ended up having to fiddle around with the audio options. And it was, I discovered after trial and error that it was the music. It was the music that was causing crackles. And recently I've gone to in-game music because I've found that SoundCloud has just been... Alright, let's see now. Or maybe the game just decided to... Alright, give me a sec, and... do to 10... 20... 10? Yeah, there, okay. How am I gonna... Can I just hit... Which one am I selecting first? Okay, that one. And press space. Hopefully that...
Drive active. Warp drive active.
Come on. There. Okay. I definitely heard a crackle there. So 37. So 36. 28. 32. 28. 32. Come on. Give me 32. Or whatever. Okay. Okay, so...
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Come on.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
That was awesome. Yeah, okay, looks like it definitely fixes it. Ugh, that'd be such a relief. I swear I wasn't hearing it in game. You know? I'd really like to fix it in... I'm hoping it's just the recording that's manufacturing these artifacts, and it's not in game. It could be in game. I'll have to test it. But yeah, it's either gonna have to be this re-recording where I just, you know, I mute the stuff here completely, and then I just do it at the same time, you know, and it's the same length, you know. 30, yeah, I mean, it's the exact same length, so all I have to do really is hit this and then do this, and yeah, it should be good. Yeah, hit space and then click this like that, and then I can just go maximum. Welcome to EVE Online. I'm Major Freak. Over a decade ago, when I was at an old computer and running multiple clients, my audio would crackle, and I couldn't understand why. I ended up having to fiddle around with the audio options, and I discovered after trial and error that it was the music. It was the music that was causing crackles. And recently I've gone to in-game music because I've found that SoundCloud has just been annoying as heck, because it would refuse to switch to a new track when it gets to the end of another one. That's internet speed. When I had the maximum, it was a promotion for my ISP, Shaw, for maximum freaking download and upload speed, but SoundCloud had no problem. So yeah. Oh my god, I'm annoying. Okay, so come on. So 1300. Okay, so space and then click there. And of course, get the lag going here. Oops, there we go. Quickly switch so I don't get lagged out, and quickly switch. Just try to drag the. There we go. And you can see everything graying out, timing out. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's desynced, right? Counters. Nothing. Okay. It's nice when you jump system, this stays in place, so it's kind of helpful. Aurora, check out Aurora. Pop into there. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, it's really handy now that it's updating live, so you can be sure if it's there, you can go get it. Rahala. Yeah, every 12 hours, the detection radius increases from 1 by 1 jump, and initially it's just in system that you can detect it. That really tripped me out for a while until I discovered that. I actually thought it was a bug. I even filed a bug report. Lol. Oh man. Ugh. Larg. Oh, where are you going? I think right, sure, yeah. Sure, yeah. It's weird that if you go to low sec,
Okay, I'll skip to
believe
25, 15.
Pirate Stronghold will be detected in low sec. I'm actually not sure. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's not. I would do
25, 15.
That's close enough. And
perfect. Okay, wait. 15. Okay, whatever. Okay. So, space and then click. Alright, cool. Screw it. All right, come on. Well, so far, though, SoundCloud music seems to be having no problems. That's good. Watch me jinx it.
Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I mean, if the issue with SoundCloud pausing each track could be a memory leak somewhere elsewhere, that's a sign I need to shut it down and reboot the system to start afresh. And that might be the trick. It's kind of like the canary in the coal mine kind of thing, right?
Which unfortunately didn't turn out to be the truth, unfortunately. Alright, so coming up on a crackle.
Hello, non-NPC hauler.
Oh, that's beautiful. No crackles. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay, coming up on more. A whole crap ton, apparently. So in about 10 seconds. That's pretty good, actually. See that? Hear that? That should be a lot of nasty crackling, but it didn't turn out to be. Oh, thank God. This actually is going to work. It means more work on my part, but you know, once I start to get into post-production editing, which I usually never do, ever, this is going to be really good, because now I'll be able to, you know, start thinking about doing more video editing, you know, not just noise reduction. Oh, caught it a little bit, but yeah, this is just as great. This is really good. Okay, cool. Right on. Thanks for watching, guys.